Hello students, welcome on. Today's topic is about retirement of a partner. So today I am going to deal with the fourth chapter of part A, that is retirement of a partner. Now everyone, maybe you are hearing this chapter for the first time because already in admission you have done similar things which is similar even in this also, that is revaluation account, partners capital account and even balance sheet. But in admission what we will do is two partners will be there, one more new partner will be admitted. But in retirement what will happen is, suppose A, B and C are partners, B may retire. So one partner when he retires, what are the adjustments we are going to do, that we are going to deal it. Fine. Now in admission of a partner we have done sacrifice ratio. In the retirement of a partner we are going to do gain ratio. The formula for the gain ratio is new share minus old share. Okay. Gain ratio, new share minus old share. Okay. This formula you can just write down in a simplest way also, that is new is N, O is O, that is no. You can remember even in this. The formula for the gain ratio is new share minus old share. The sums later on we are going to just do it based on this. Now today I am going to teach you the sums based on 12 marks. Now when I talk about retirement of a partner, you can see what we are going to deal with. We are going to deal with this 5 items, that is revaluation of assets and liabilities. Second one, distribution of profits and losses. Third one, treatment of goodwill. Fourth one, settlement of amount of retiring partner. And fifth one, adjustment of capital. All these things we are going to do in retirement of a partner when we are going to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. I think you all are aware of the revaluation account, for what purpose revaluation account is prepared and for what purpose partners capital account is prepared and for what purpose balance sheet is prepared. When we prepare revaluation account, certain rules you have to note down when you prepare it. Okay, that means now all the assets, that is whatever it is revalued, where it is taken, how it has to be done, all that you have to note down. So first note down these 5 points. What we are going to do, we are going to deal with revaluation of assets and liabilities, whether it is a depreciation or appreciation. Depreciation means you are going to take towards the credit side of your revaluation, debit side of your revaluation account, and increase in asset you are going to take on the debit side of revaluation account. Then distribution of profit and loss. The purpose of doing revaluation account is to know whether it is a profit or loss. Okay. Profit comes, it comes in the debit side, loss comes, it comes in the credit side. So vice versa, you have to transfer it to the partner's capital account. Treatment of goodwill. This concept of goodwill is very important in retirement of a partner because you have cases in goodwill. Okay. Goodwill when it is retained in business, when it is written off, when firm's goodwill is there. Separate treatment is there when you deal with goodwill. Next comes settlement of account of a retiring partner. Now suppose B is retiring, A, B, C, B is retiring. Now B's balance you have to settle it first as loan account or whatever the amount, if they give it in the question, you have to settle it. Next comes adjustment of capital for the other two partners, how you are going to settle it. But adjustment first you have to do it for the retiring partner, then to the other two partners. Now I'll erase this and I'll just show you the things, points what you have to note down in retirement of a partner. See, basically when you prepare revaluation account, what is revaluation account? The assets are revalued. Certain rules you have to follow when you do revaluation account, that is revaluation account. Okay. Particulars, amount, particulars, amount. Okay. Placing of debit and credit is very important. Debit towards your left hand side, credit towards your right hand side. This is very important. Okay. Next comes, see on the debit side what you have to take is decrease in asset. Decrease in asset. All the depreciation you have to take it in the debit side. Next what you have to take is increase in liability. Increase in liability. Then this side you have to take increase in asset. Okay. Next, decrease in liability. This liability. Okay. Now this format is very important even in admission of a partner also. What you have to take? Decrease in asset. All the depreciation will come in the debit side. Increase in asset. If there is any appreciation, you will take it in the credit side. Increase in liability, you will take it in debit side. Decrease in liability, you will take it in credit side. This format is very important when you do revaluation account, even in admission of a partner, even in retirement of a partner. I will repeat again. Decrease in asset is known as depreciation. Okay. Increase in liability is appreciation. Increase in asset is appreciation. Okay. Decrease in liability is depreciation. Keep this concept in mind when you do. If there is a depreciation of any assets, suppose furniture has been depreciated, you will take it in debit side. And if they tell there is an increase in furniture, means you will take it in credit side. If there is an increase in liability, you will take it in debit side. If there is a decrease in liability, you will take it in credit side. And whatever the balance will come, you will transfer it to partner's capital account. Okay. So next I am going to proceed with the sum. And before doing the sum, the concept of goodwill is very important. You should know what do you mean by goodwill. Goodwill is an intangible asset. Okay. It's firm's reputation. It's a firm's reputation and business of a firm. Now what will happen is goodwill. Okay. As I have told you, it is an intangible asset. Dealing with goodwill is very important. When it is written in business, you are going to take in balance sheet, plus you are going to deal it in partner's capital account. When I tell it is written off, you will take both the sides. So I will just do two sums based on this, so you'll just get an idea how to do. Now what I will do is, when I erase this revaluation account, I will do it here, partner's capital account I will do it here, balance sheet I will be doing here. So clearly you will understand how it comes, what it is, what are the important concepts that you have to note down in when you do retirement of a partner. Fine. Now see the sum. The sum is XYZ were partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:2:1. See, many of you may have doubt when you do even ratios, because I have seen students when they are doing ratios, they will do mistake. Okay. Fine. I will just teach you even that also. Now see, suppose if they give 3:2:1, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. So it is 3/6, 2/6 and 1/6. Ratios, you should not do mistake. In this sum they have given 2:2:1. So 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. So it is 2/5, 2/5 and 1/5. Fine. So now let us start with the sum. You can just see the sum which is on the screen. XYZ were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:2:1. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2018 was under, they have given the balance sheet. Liabilities, creditors, reserve fund, profit and loss, capitals XYZ, and they have given assets, cash at bank, debtors, stock, machinery, furniture and buildings. They have given the adjustments. Adjustments are very important when you do the sum. See, XYZ, XYZ. In this sum, Z retires. Okay, they have given even the ratio 2:2:1. The ratio is 2:2:1. So who is retiring now? Z is retiring. This is very important when you do. Okay. Basically, when we do admission of a partner, we used to share it only to the two partners. Here in retirement, what you are going to do is, whatever the profit or loss comes, you have to share it to all the three partners. Fine. Now see the sum. Z retire on 1/4/2018 from the business. The following adjustments are to be made. Stock is increased. What they have given? Stock is increased. So there is an increase in asset. You have to take it in credit side of revaluation account. I am just telling you. I'll just do the sum. Maintain PBD at 10% on debitors. See, the value of debitors they have given 40,000, less RBD they have given 2,000. On 40,000 you have to do 10%, it comes to 4,000. They have given RBD. RBD is nothing but reserve for bad debts. Okay. Now if you on this 40,000, if you do 10%, it comes to 4,000. 4,000 minus RBD gives you the amount that you have to take it in the debit side. Next, depreciate machinery and furniture by 10% each. Depreciation, as I have told you, you have to take it in debit side of revaluation account. Next, buildings have to be revalued at 60,000. The value of buildings in the adjustment they have in the balance sheet they have given 50,000. it has been revalued by 60. So from 50,000 it has increased to 60,000. So it has been increased by 10,000. You have to take it in credit side. Next, goodwill is created at 15,000. It's a normal goodwill. Whenever goodwill is given, you have to share it to all the three partners, that is to X, Y and Z in the ratio of 2:2:1. As I have told you, 2:2:1, it is 2/5, 2/5 and 1/5. Let us start with the sum. Draw the columns. I'll draw all the three columns together so that it becomes easy for you all to do. Or we can do revaluation account, amount, particulars, I have told you about the adjustments. We'll just start with the sum. First one, what they have given, stock is increased by 20%. Increase. There is an increase in asset. You have to take it in credit side. By stock. Okay. The value of the stock is 20,000. On that you have to do 20%. It comes to 4,000. Okay. Next, maintain PBD at 10% on debitors. So 2 PBD, it is 10% on debitors. The value of the debitors is 40,000. 40,000 into 10% gives you 4,000. Okay. They have given RBD, that you have to minus whatever is given in the question. Minus RBD. 4,000 minus 2,000 is 2,000. Okay. Next, depreciate machinery and furniture by 10% each. Depreciation, you have to take it in debit side. They have given first machinery. To machinery. The value of the machinery is 20,000. Into 10%, it comes to 2,000. Then we have furniture. The value of the furniture is 10,000. 10,000 into 10% gives you 1,000. Then we have buildings are revalued at 60,000. From in the balance sheet, the value of the buildings is 50,000. Here it has been increased by 60,000. So increase in the value of asset, you will take it in credit side. The value of buildings given in the question is 50. It has been increased by 60,000. So the difference is 10,000. Yeah, that's all. Goodwill they have given. Goodwill you have to treat it in the partner's capital account. Now when you see, okay, you have to see which side is more. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. Credit side is more. Yeah, as I have told you, debit and credit is very important. Okay, so this side is more, it's 14,000. Which side is more? You have to balance it, write the same total. Okay, since credit side is more, you will get the balance in debit side. 14,000 minus 5,000 gives you 9,000. This 9,000 is profit. Okay, you have to distribute to all the three partners. You have to write to profit transferred to partners capital account to X, Y and Z. They have given 9,000. Ratio, starting only I have told you it is 2:2:1. So it is 2/5. Again 9,000 into 2/5. 9,000 into 1/5. Okay, it comes to 3,600, 3,600, 1,800. This profits you have to transfer it to partners capital account. Basically, when you do partners capital account, keep in mind what all the things comes under partners capital account. First, balance of capital, okay, whatever is given in the question, capital account, it will be given in the balance sheet, okay, capital accounts, X, Y, Z, they have given capitals, you have to take first capitals. Next, you see whether reserve fund is there, distribute to all the three partners. Next, you see profit and loss, whether it is there, you distribute. Then, profit, it has come in this sum, okay, profit. This profit is in debit side, transfer it in credit side. After that, the valuation of goodwill. As I have told you, the valuation of goodwill is very important because the main concept is goodwill here. Fine. So, we will just draw the columns. I'll erase this. There are three partners. Partners capital account. Partners capital account, okay, there are three partners, particulars X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, okay. First, what I have told you, see, they have given capitals. So, when you are transferring, what you have to write? By balance brought down, because already it's partners capital account. By balance brought down, how much capitals they have given? 50, 30, 20. Okay. After that we have reserve fund. By reserve fund, okay, reserve fund account. The reserve fund is how much? Reserve fund they have given 20,000. This 20,000 you have to share it to three partners, 2:2:1 in the ratio of 2:2:1. That is 2 by 5, 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. It comes to 8, 8 and 4. 8,000. 8,000 and 4,000. Immediately we will go for profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. Again this is in the ratio. Profit and loss they have given in the question as 2,500. You have to distribute again in the ratio of 2:2:1. So it comes to 1,000 and 500. Next we have, see, from the balance sheet we have transferred reserve fund, profit and loss and capitals. In the revaluation account we got the profit. Those profit has to be transferred. It is in debit side, we have to take it in credit side. We have to write revaluation account. Revaluation account, we got the profit. So write down profit. Okay, how much we got the profit? 3,600, 3,600 and 1,800. Fine, we have done with this. Next, now they have given goodwill. Goodwill is created at 15,000. They have not told anything, they have not given any ratio. So ratio, you can take the common ratio as 2:2:1. So you can just write goodwill. Goodwill, how much they have given? 15,000 in the ratio of 2:2:1. That is 6, 6 and 3. Okay, we have done with it. Okay, debit side there is no item, so what you can do is you can just take the total of whatever you have done on the credit side. Okay, the total comes to 68,600. 48,600, then 29,300. Okay, here also you can write the same thing. 68,600, 48,600, then 29,300. Fine. Now as I have told you, who is retiring, his settlement is very important. X, Y, Z were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. Z retires. Who is retiring? Z is retiring. Okay. The balance of Z is 29,300. First you are going to settle it for him, 29,300. And when you are writing for Z, you have to write, okay, to Z's loan account. To Z's loan account. First for the retiring partner you are going to settle it. Next, as we don't have any balances here, we are going to do it for the other two partners. You are going to write the same balance because they have not given any items in debit side, and we don't have also. This is balance carried down. Okay, this is balance carried down. This will be taken to balance sheet. Fine. Balance carried down. These two balances. And when you are writing for Z, you are going to write Z's loan account and these two as it is, X capital account and Y's capital account. This is the complete format of partners capital account. Very important. From the balance sheet, first transfer capital, then go for reserve fund, then go for profit and loss, and revaluation profit when it comes, vice versa. Debit side, if there is a profit, transfer it in credit side. Credit side, if there is a loss, transfer it in debit side. Okay. Then goodwill. The valuation of goodwill is very important. When it is written off, you will take both the side. First for the retiring partner, then for the existing other two partners. So next sum, we are going to do the sum based on this other method of goodwill. Now this balances you have to transfer it to balance sheet. Now we will just go for balance sheet. One easiest method I used to tell my students when they do balance sheet, what it is, see the format what they have given in balance sheet, what they have given liabilities. In liabilities, how many liabilities they have given? They have given creditors, reserve fund, profit and loss, capitals. Already we have transferred reserve fund, profit and loss, capitals. We have only creditors. Now when we go for assets, we have cash at bank, debitors, stock, machinery, furniture, building. Take down as it is. If there is a depreciation, minus. If there is appreciation, add. Okay. All the things whatever is appearing in the balance sheet, same manner you are going to take it. Okay. Write down balance sheet. Balance sheet. Okay. Balance sheet when you are doing, very important it is liabilities. Liabilities. Okay. Do remember liabilities very well. Commonly you will have only 5 liabilities: creditors, bills payable, bank loan, bank overdraft and capitals. Fine. Assets. Okay, which are the assets? Commonly we have plant and machinery, land and building, furniture, fixture, stock, cash in hand, cash at bank, goodwill, all these are assets. Assets again they are classified into tangible and intangible. Tangible assets, whatever I spoke to you. Intangible is nothing but the assets which you cannot see. Example, goodwills, patents, copyrights, all those. Fine. Amount. Yeah. As I told you, what is the first liability given? They have given creditors. Okay. How much they have given creditors? Creditors is 35,500. Okay. After creditors, already reserve fund we took, profit and loss we took. Now we have to transfer the capitals. Okay. Capitals when you are taking, first write down for the existing partners. Capital accounts. X and Y. Okay. What is X capital? They have given 68,600 and 48,600. Okay. When you're writing for Z, you have to write Z's loan account, okay, because he is a retiring partner. You have to settle his amount, 29,300. Fine. Liabilities, whatever is given. Next you will go for capitals. Now let us come back to the assets. What are the assets? Cash at bank, take as it is, whatever is given. Cash at bank is 20,000. Next we have debtors. Debitors is 40,000. Okay. Debitors we did even adjustment also. That is RBD and PBD we did. Okay. Now see, the concept of PBD is very important. Less PBD. See, there is two ways where you can do this PBD. Actually, in the question what they have given, maintain PBD at 10% on debitors. On the 40,000, if you do 10%, it comes to 4,000. That 4,000 you can minus from 40. One more. In the adjustment what we did, from the 4,000 we minus 2,000. Okay, plus this RBD is given in the question. Both if you add also 4,000 only it comes. Okay, 40 minus 4 is 36,000. Next we have stock. Check any adjustment whether they have given for stock. Yes, it's there. Stock has been appreciated, so add appreciation. It is 4,000. It comes to 24,000. Okay. Next we have machinery. Machinery is how much? 20,000. Okay. What they have given for machinery? Depreciation. Less depreciation. It's 2,000. It comes to 18,000. Next we have furniture. Furniture is 10,000 less depreciation 1,000. It comes to 9,000. Okay. Next what do we have? We have buildings. Okay. For buildings we have, what is the value of buildings? Buildings it is 50,000. Okay. Then it was increased by 10,000. So add appreciation 10,000. It comes to 60,000. Okay. Next. We have to take goodwill. Okay. Just write this small so that we can write goodwill over here. Debitors, the value of debitors is 40,000 less PBD, as I have told you 2,000, and in the question they have given 2,000. It comes to 4,000. If you minus, it comes to 36,000. Yeah, goodwill I am taking here because it has to retain in business. Okay, the value of goodwill is 15,000. Okay, now you have to total both the side. Okay, if you total, it comes to 1,82,000. 1,82,000. This side also 1,82,000. Fine. This is a simple format where you can just do, you can just check the things. 20,000 is cash at bank, debitors 36, then 24,000, 18,000, 9,000, 60,000 and 15,000. So this is the proper sum for 12 marks where you have to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. Okay, just go through this. If you want the links based on the sums based on this, I'll be sending you the link what they have forwarded from the PU board. Next we will go for the other sum. We are going to do the second sum based on the goodwill, when the goodwill is created and written off. Okay, see the sum. Radha, Sheila and Meena were in partnership sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. I have told you before also. Again I will teach you the ratio. 3:2:1, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, so it is 3/6, 2/6 and 1/6. Okay, they have given the balance sheet, they have given creditors, bills payable, expenses owing, even this is a liability, general reserve, capitals, and they have given assets, cash in hand, cash at bank, debitors, stock, factory premises, machinery, loose tools. Even loose tool is a asset. The terms were goodwill of the firm was created at 13,500 and written off. It is the second case of goodwill. Okay, other cases if you want, I will just send you the link, you can just see how to do. But format, method, everything is same. Revaluation of assets, that is decrease in asset in debit side, increase in asset in credit side. Okay, then decrease in liability, you should know where to do, then increase in liability, you should know where to do. Okay, that format what I have told you starting, that if you keep in mind, you can just do the revaluation account very easily. Then expenses owing to be brought down by 3,750. In the question, expenses they have given 4,500, it has reduced, so decrease in liability you will take it in credit side. Machinery and loose tools are to be revalued at 10% less. 10% is nothing but depreciation. Factory premises are to be revalued at 24,300. The value of factory premises from 22,500, it has increased to 24,300. So it is an increase in the value of an asset. You have to take it in credit side. Now I will just start with revaluation account, then we will do partners capital account, then we will go for balance sheet. Now first revaluation account. Revaluation account. Particulars. Okay, next goodwill, we have to take this in partners capital account. Expenses owing to be brought down. In the expenses owing, it is a liability, you can see from 4,500 it has reduced to 3,750. It is a decrease in the value of a liability, you have to take it here by expenses owing. Okay, how much they have given in the balance sheet? They have given 4,500. In the adjustment they have given 3,750. Okay, so it has reduced to 750. Next, machinery and loose tools depreciated to machinery account. Okay, the value of the machinery, how much they have given? 8,000 into 10%, it comes to 800. Then we have loose tools. Okay, the value of loose tools is 4,000. 10% you should do, it comes to 400. Okay, then factory premises are revalued at 24,300. The value of factory premises in the balance sheet is 22,500. It has been increased in the value of asset. Factory premises from 22,500, it has increased to 24,300. Okay, it comes to 1,800. So if you see again, okay, I forgot to write debit, credit. Okay, the total of the credit side, it comes to 2,550. Okay, here also you can write the same total, 2,550. Total these two, 800 plus 400, 1,200. 2,550 minus 1,200 gives you 1,350. This is profit transferred to partners capital account. Who are the partners? Radha, Sheila and Meena. Radha, Sheila and Meena in the ratio of 3/6, 2/6, 1/6. Okay, these are the ratios. So 1350 you have to share. It comes to 675, then 450, then 225. Fine. So we got the profit. Profit we are going to transfer to partners capital account. Fine. I'll just do partners capital account. Same thing how I did in the previous sum. In the same manner you are going to do the partners capital account. Partners capital account. Radha, Sheila, Meena, Radha, Sheila, Meena. Okay, particulars. Then again Radha, Sheila, Meena. Okay, what you have to do? Same. First transfer their capitals. How much they have given capitals in the balance sheet? Capitals Radha, Sheila and Meena, 15,000 each for each partner. Okay, by balance brought down, by balance brought down, 15,000 each, 15,000. Okay, then we have general reserve. Share the general reserve. Okay, how much is general reserve? They have given 13,500. You have to distribute in the ratio of 3:2:1. It comes to 6,750. Okay, then we have 4,500. Then we have 2,250. Fine, this is general reserve. After general reserve, we have to see whether they have given profit or loss. They have not given profit or loss. Then we got revaluation profit. We have to share that. Revaluation account. We got profit. How much we got profit? 675, 450, 225. We have to take that. Then we will go for goodwill. See, goodwill when it is written off. Okay, goodwill when they give, when it is written off, share it to all the three partners. That is to Radha, Sheila and Meena in the old ratio. Goodwill is 13,500. You distribute in the ratio of 3:2:1. 6,000. How much it comes when you distribute? 6,750. 4,500. 2,250. Fine. This is goodwill. Now, in this sum, who is retiring? On 1st April 2018, Sheila retires. Sheila is retiring. The goodwill amount is 13,500. When it is written off, okay, goodwill of the firm was created at 13,500 and written off means what you have to do? Goodwill in the credit side, you have to share it to all the three partners, and debit side, you have to share it to Radha and Meena, not to Sheila because Sheila is retiring. Fine. So, what you will do is write down to goodwill. To goodwill. Goodwill is 13,500. Okay. Actually, the share is 3:2:1. Since this person is retiring, The remaining share is, I'll just write it. See, it's actually 3:2:1. Sheila is retiring. So the ratio will be 3:1. Fine. So this 13,500 you have to share it in the percentage of 3:1. It comes to 10,125. Okay. Not to Sheila. And for Meena, 3,375. Fine. Now, what we have to do? We have to do the balance, as I have told you. First, for the retiring partner. Since we don't have anything for the retiring partner in the debit side, we will just do the total of the credit side for all the three partners. It is 29,175. Then 24,450. Then 19,725. First write off the total because credit side is more. 29,175. Then 24,450. Then 19,725. Fine. First for the retiring partner. Okay, you have to write to Sheila's loan account. Okay, first for Sheila. Here we don't have anything, so write down the same balance, 24,450. Okay, for Sheila. Next, okay, this is just for your reference I have drawn. 29,175 minus 10,125 gives you 19,050 for the other two partners. 19,725 minus 3,375 gives you 16,350. This is to balance carried down. Fine. First for the retiring partner, then for other two partners. Now we'll just go for a balance sheet. See, goodwill, when you have taken both the side, now there is no need that you have to take it in the balance sheet. Fine. Balance sheet. Liabilities. Amount. Assets. Amount. Okay, take down all the items. So they have given creditors, bills payable, expenses owing, whatever is there as it is you will take. That is, how much is creditors? It is trade creditors. Trade creditors. It is 3,000. After trade creditors we have bills payable. Bills payable. That is 4,500. Next, expenses owing, we have adjustments. Expenses owing. Okay, how much they have given? 4,500. Okay, adjustment less decrease. Less decrease 750. So it comes to 3,750. Okay, next we have capitals. Who are the partners? Radha and Meena. Radha, Meena. Okay, Radha's capital 19,050. Then Meena's is 16,350. Then Sheila's loan account. Loan account. It is 24,450. Next we will go for assets. What are the assets? Cash in hand, cash at bank, debitors, stock, furniture, factory premises, machinery and loose tools we have. Take down as it is. Cash in hand. Cash in hand. Then cash at bank. Okay, cash in hand 1500, cash at bank 7500. Then we have debitors. Check any adjustment is there. No, so as it is you will take 15,000. Then we have stock. What is the value of stock? It is 12,000. There is no adjustment even for stock also. Okay, next we have factory premises. Factory premises is actually 22,500. 22,500. Add appreciation. It is 1,800. It comes to 24,300. Next we have machinery. Machinery is 8,000 less depreciation 800 gives you 7,200. Then we have loose tools. The value of loose tools is 4,000 less depreciation 400. That gives you 3,600. Okay, that's all. We have taken cash in and cash at bank, debitors, stock, factory premises, machinery and loose tools. The total of both the side will be 71,100. 71,100. Okay, debit, credit. Okay, so this is the manner how we are going to deal with the sums. I have done 2 sums. Based on this, if you want link, I will just send it. Thank you, students.